All right, guys, welcome to the Jen Lowry Writes channel, where I'm challenging all my author friends right now to get on Facebook and create a secret group because you need a launch team. And I absolutely love my Sparrow launch team. They are comprised of my colleagues, my writing friends, my family members, and it is a small little group that I have, but I cherish them and I always share my author journey information and news with them first. And then I'll go on out and I'll be on other social media sites too. But I always kind of start with them, and they always get like the covers and the inside summaries and the scoop on everything and the behind the scenes for prayer. Just this week, I got on my Facebook group asking for prayer because I'm praying for a door to open at a big bookstore. So I'm actually loving that I have these strong prayer partners around my launch team with me, and I'm encouraging you to do the same. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create one, and I'll take you through the steps. First, get on your Facebook and go to groups. And when you go to groups, you're going to see create groups. Now, here are my groups. So do you see all of my groups that I manage? Okay, this is my actual Sparrow launch team. I will show you guys that as a model later. And then get on launch teams with people. That way you can kind of see how other authors hold their own launches. And it can help you when you're planning your own launch. Now, that's what I did. I was on a secret group for like 6 months with a best-selling author, and I got to watch the behind the scenes of her nonfiction work. Well, that same type of feel applies to whatever genre you're writing. It was something that I valued because not only did I support this author and help with her work, but it also helped me learn. So I'll say, if you know other authors and they have these secret groups, ask them, hey, can I join your group? Can I learn from you? And I'm sure they'll let you. If you want to be on my Sparrow launch team too, you are so welcome to find me. Just email me at jenlowrywrites@gmail.com and say, hey, add me. Tell me all your Facebook information and I'll find you and add you. Okay, so you want to name your group. So this is going to be whatever it is about your launch team. Oh my gosh, I can't spell. So I'm just making one up, okay, just for you. And then you're going to add some people on here. So it's important to learn about the privacy of your group because you might want something that's public. I don't. I personally like secret groups. I like the secret because it's like a special prayer group. It's something separate from my main Facebook page. Okay. Now, I can pin it to my shortcuts, which you want to do because it's easier for you to find it. When you add your people here, you can go ahead and add, like, so for example, my best friend Tanya, she is my administrator on all my stuff. On my events, I have somebody that I always add in case there needs to be something edited. She can go in, she can add people. You give administrative rights to another person, especially if you've got an event that's like close to, like, so example, I have events going on close to where Tanya lives. Well, then she can get on there and she can do some tweaking to it. She can do some shares, stuff like that. So I like to give administration rights to my best friend. And so you just add some names here if you want to. Let's see if it'll let me do it without adding some people. Okay, so now you get to personalize your group. Now this is very quick. Did you know you can add a photo? So what you can do, you can jump on Canva really fast, and then you can go to, you want to do a Facebook cover. And when you make your Facebook cover on Canva, you can just add really fast. You can change it later. Get yourself a free one. So you see there's a pretty free one. And you can name it whatever, your launch team. And we don't want that white, and we want it purple. And then you put down the date of your launch, Here you can add photos of your book that you've got. You can put up your website up at the top, so when your launch team, every time they pull up, they kind of like have that in their face. And this can serve as a cover. So then you go to download JPEG, and we're just going to download this thing because I'm just showing you how easy this thing is to make. So then you go back and you're going to upload a photo. And we're uploading a download. And I just called this thing Launch Team. I think that's what I called it. You can see my sparrows. Look, there's my sparrow launch team. I put birds on there. Okay. Then I want to show you what else I made. Oh, and you can drag to reposition this thing, and you just move it around, fix all you want. Okay, so on Canva, I want to go back up because I want to show you some things. So save. Let's go to my downloads. And I want to show you what I made for my launch team, just because I love Canva so much. So this was my launch team invitation. So you get to see, I sent this out initially to my first members of the launch team. Oh, well, it went black. You see it here. Jeez, copy up. Oh, there it is. And I put a Bible verse on here that goes along with my book. That's my sweet potato. And I just made this up for Sweet Potato Jones. And that was when I started my launch team. Well, then Sweet Potato Jones in publication got moved to 2020 with Swoon Romance. So then I was like, okay, guys, listen, we have some publication date changes, but I'm going to be moving forward with the Hartwell Chronicles, which, I got to show you guys really fast. If you missed that video, Hartwell Chronicles. And so my launch team became just a prayer group for all of my writing, not just for a specific book. So I'm just very thankful that my team stuck with me, and they're helping me for prayer and promotion along the way. So, okay, so then you can make one of these invites up, and then you can just save it as a JPEG, and then you can send it out in private messages on Facebook saying, I'd love for you to be a part of my launch team, and you can give them the dates. So I will go back. Okay, and so now that it is live, so I've created this group. Now you can come in and add your videos. I have made Facebook Live videos for my launch members inside my private Sparrow group. Because the day that I received some wonderful information, like I wanted to share it all, and there was no way I was going to be able to type out that God testimony. So I'm making videos. That's what I love about having these secret groups. That if you really want to just really connect with the people that are championing you, cheering you on with your books, you can do so in these private secret groups like this and make it very personal. I check in on my group. Sometimes I might check in once a week. Sometimes I might make a couple of posts a day. It's just according to what's going on, what I want to share with them, or news that it's upcoming, or if I need prayer. So like if I need prayer, I'm on my launch team saying, guys, can you guys pray for me today? Pray for a door to be opened. And so I'll give them like these little things. So if you look over here, do you see where it says invite members? So you can go ahead and invite me. You can find me on Facebook, Jen Lowry, and then you can start adding members. So I would suggest that you add members. If you want to go ahead and send out mass add members and then send out private little invitations, you can do that invitation too. I did the invitations first to let them know I'm about to add you. I wanted to invite you personally, and then I went on and I invited. Now, as the group grew, I kind of forgot about that I had those invitations until I just did this video. So for my newer members of the group, sorry I didn't send you that personal invitation, kind of forgot. But I did do that at the beginning of the group. So you can moderate, you can have a moderator. So you can set an admin. And this is who I was talking about. Like, you can actually have someone else that you want to be an admin with you. You can schedule your post, which is really cool. You can create rules for your group, which, we're here for support. We're here to promote. I was learning from another person, and they were putting, you're saying that you're going to buy my book and then you're going to give me a positive review on that book on the day of launch. Like, people are actually putting like specific rules like that. Like, if you become a part of my street team, that means that you will help me with my post. You will help me advertise. Part of my street team, or my launch team, whatever you guys want to call it. I saw someone the other day called it their scream team. That's really cool for horror, but she was not even horror. She was like just a regular contemporary fiction author. She had a scream team because she said she wanted people to scream from the rooftops. So if you want to create those rules, especially if you're opening it up to like strangers, you can set rules in your group. And then you have your little shortcuts that will come up on the side. You'll see the people that join. You'll be able to come in and create social media, like flyers and things like that, and ask them to share out. Because, we know how to use Canva. We can get on really fast on Canva, and we can make an Instagram post. So I love using the Instagram post. Not all, but most of my members of my launch team are active on social media, but not all of them are. I actually have 2 people on my launch team that are not counted as like official members, who won't show up as my 31, but they don't have Facebook, but I text them and ask them for prayer and let them know what's going on, because they just don't have Facebook, but they wanted to be a part of what I was doing. But you can make really quick ones, really quick flyers, and you can throw your uploads in, and you can put in the covers of your book, and you can ask your launch team. So you can make something really fast while I'm talking right now. And then you can say, it's a sweet romance, sweet, middle grades, paranormal, romance. And then I want to move this over. So I say it's quick. And see, you get me all on a tangent, because now I'm going to have to come back to this. But you see what I'm saying? You make your little flyers. You make your promotional flyers. Then when you download them, you put them right back into your launch team. And you say, hey, guys, my book is live. I would love it if you would share this out on your Facebook pages or your Instagram. Can you download this image and then put it up onto your Instagram pages? And if you have the links, go ahead and just put your links there of if you've got it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or wherever it is that you're wanting them to buy straight from your website, because you can make more revenue that way. If that's what you're trying to do, then just put everything up, put your links there. So that way it's really easy for your launch team to be able to copy and paste it and put it into their own social media platforms. And that's how you do the secret launch team groups. And just stay active on it as much as you can, and share with them just how much you appreciate them. You can send them art copies. If you go to Draft to Digital, you can download EPUBs of your books, or you can go to this website. Let me find it really fast. So I have it saved down here. Let me pull it up. You can go to this website. Let's see if it's going to go. My stuff is slow. And you'll be able to add in a PDF, and then you'll be able to change it to EPUB, and it will print you out. It'll give you a great digital copy that they will be able to read. So you can see that I have done Dear God, Please Take Care of Rambo. I've done the Hartwell Chronicles like that. And I have given out EPUB copies to people so that they could read them, and it looks just like the Kindle version that they would get. It's very similar to that, so they can check it too for what it would look like as an e-version. But you can also give those out as art copies, and you don't have to buy printed proofs. And you can do that so that way when it's time for your launch team to promote you, they've read your book and you've given them that advanced reader copy in that EPUB style. So I think that would be great to honor the people that are in your group. And hopefully then they would also want to help you and support you and get a copy of your book as well when it comes out. But if you give them the advanced copies, they can also go in and they already know the review. They can have their review set up. Now, one of my author friends, she does something very unique. In her launch team, she has a place in Google where her launch team people write reviews for her after they have read her art copies, and they put them into Google Drive. That way, when it comes time for them to actually put up on the sites like Amazon or Goodreads or wherever it is that they're going to make their review at, or if they just want to give you a review on the social media platforms or a blog tour, you already have their reviews. So that's something that, and then they'll send the review back. Hey, do you remember when you wrote this review for me? Well, now it's time, my book is released. So I have seen another author do that. That's unique. I don't know how many authors are doing that, but I know that my launch team is specifically there to be my support and to cheer me on and pray for me. And that's the purpose of my launch team. But everybody has like their goals and what are the benefits of having a launch team? How can it help their author platform grow? And it's simple. You have someone on your team that cares about what you're writing, that believes in your work. Then when they're out there talking to other people about what's your books that you would recommend, you may come to their mind. They can share you out. So I just want to say that, having people that are around you, the more people that you have to support you and pray for you, they could be talking to that next person that can connect you, that can connect with you as a reader. So I encourage all of you to start your launch team today. And let's say even if you already have a book out and you go, I can't do a launch team. Oh, yes, you can. You can have a birthday, a celebration. You can have something that happened in your book on a specific day, or even your book idea birthday, the day the book came to be day. Find something in the calendar. Find something out of your book that you can have a party for, and build a launch team and have a Facebook Live party. Or have a local party just to generate the enthusiasm even from an older book that you wrote. So this doesn't have to be a brand new release. Like I said with mine, it started with Sweet Potato Jones, but I'm going to continue hopefully with my sparrows. They won't fly away. They'll continue to stay with me, and then my numbers will just continue to grow as my connections keep building. But, you can do this in so many ways. So be creative, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Oh, if you have not subscribed yet, subscribe to the Jen Lowry Writes YouTube. You can find me all over social media. Go find me. I have an author podcast, which I actually have a podcast about secret groups. But one of my author friends, she asked me to talk with her about it. So I was like, hey, I'll make a video. And that way you guys can see how easy it is to create your first post in Facebook as a secret launch, send out private messages. Oh, and I'll show you really fast the inside. See my banner? My banner is the Hartwell Chronicles because this is like the primary one that I'm pushing right now. I will go back after the release of the Hartwell Chronicles, and then it's going to switch to my boyfriend's back. My husband wanted me to go ahead and put those up live, so that way when I was talking to people, there would be a book already there on Barnes and Noble. So we kind of did some things backwards a little bit, but maybe not the best business practice, but my husband felt like it was the right time. And she was like, why are you holding it? It's a good book. Put it out there. So I did. And it'll be what it'll be. So you can see what we're focused on right now. What my Sparrow launch team is really focused on, even though it says Sweet Potato Jones, all that switched, and now we're talking about the Hartwell Chronicles and then everything else that's coming up in my life. So they get to hear firsthand. When I'm writing on my middle grades fantasy, they hear it. When I found the image for the character, before anybody else, I showed them that image, and I private messaged my Aunt Dot, look at my image. What do you think? Because she's read the book. I'm like, what do you think? Is this lyric to you? Because it is to me. And so I'm putting those things up there because I know that the people within this group are also going to give me constructive, positive feedback. They're going to say things to me that I need to hear. I'm not saying that I can't take feedback, but they're not going to beat me down about it. They're going to say, oh, like my friend Ann, she found mistakes on my boyfriend's back website. And she was like, you called your character's last name Jones. Well, as you can see, Sweet Potato Jones. I was like, oh my gosh, her name is not Graceland Jones. It's Graceland Johnson. What was I thinking? So I had to go back in. And so they'll help me catch things too. So it's always good to have that launch team around you because they can help support you, pray for you, give you great feedback, and then share out everything. So I wish you luck with everything. If you want me to join your secret group, you guys know how to find me, Jen Lowry Writes, or drop your link down below, or just email me, jenlowrywrites@gmail.com. I've had people to invite me to their Facebook parties from the podcast, and they were so much fun. I've had best-selling authors that have emailed me about their podcast, about their Facebook Lives, and I've always joined in on their parties. When I have a chance, I will definitely do that. I'm sorry if my calendar will be full if you plan yours, but I would definitely try my best to support you too on your Facebook Lives, on your launches, and share out all for you too, because we're all in this together. Okay, we can sing that song. All right, I'll talk with you guys later. Bye.